Fruits occupy a very part of a healthy diet, as they are rich in vitamin C and fiber. But how are they made anyways? Why are plants so generous that they provide us with free food? In this video, we'll go over what a fruit even is, why some plants make fruits, how they make fruits, and some surprising fruits that aren't actually fruits. To start, what even are fruits? By definition botanically, they are the ripened ovary of a flowering plant containing their seeds. However, in the context of food and cuisine, fruits are those fleshy and sweet foods that you're probably thinking of, such as an apple. Some fruits, such as a tomato, are treated as a vegetable when cooking, so the terms may be confusing. But in the end, by the botanical definition, we are eating the reproductive parts of a flowering plant. And speaking of which, fruits are actually made by those plants for the sole purpose of reproduction, or more specifically, dispersing their seeds. After fertilization, the seeds need to be dispersed away from the parent plant to grow, so they don't end up competing with each other. Over millions of years of evolution, some flowering plants develop a trick to spread their seeds far and wide, to get other animals to do it for them instead of just relying on the wind like a dandelion. Fruits are very attractive to animals such as birds through their rich and nutritious insides and their bright outsides. Those animals will most likely eat the fruit away from where they found it, and by doing so, carry the seeds inside the fruit away from the parent plant. After the animal eats the fruit, the seed will either already be far away from the parent or will be excreted out as the animal flies around, further dispersing the seed. Interestingly, those seeds are coated with phytic acid, which prevents many animals, including us, from absorbing it. This is a fantastic mutually beneficial relationship, as the animals eating the fruits get a nutritious meal, while the plants who made the fruit got a chance to spread its seeds without relying on the wind. So then how is the fruit developed inside the plant ovary? When a pollen grain hits the stigma of a plant, usually due to a pollinator, the pollen travels down the pollen tube, into the ovary, and into the ovule, which fertilizes it. From here, a seed is developed, and the ovary wall begins to form into the fleshy part of the fruit. And in some cases, they will develop into a hard covering, such as for almonds. Then, the glucose obtained through photosynthesis or stored in the plant begins to slowly move into the ovary, further developing the fleshy and juicy part of the fruit. When the fruit is ready to be consumed and dispersed by some hungry animals, a hormone called ethylene is released by the plant, causing the fruit to ripen and actually taste good. Once the fruit is eaten or falls, the plant goes dormant for the winter and will be ready to produce more fruits the following year. Now let's play a quick game called Fruit or Not. Pause the video here and guess which of the following are fruits. The answers are pretty surprising, eh? And there we have it. Fruits are essentially the ripened ovaries of plants, solely for the purpose of seed dispersal. Let's take an apple tree for example. As the apple tree flowers in the spring, pollinators go to those flowers for some sweet nectar, while depositing the pollen from other apple trees to fertilize the ovule. After fertilization, the ovary starts to develop into fleshy and sweet fruit, which then ripens when it is ready for an animal to eat and move the seed somewhere else. Lastly, that flower on the apple tree goes dormant and waits for the next spring to repeat the cycle again. I hope that y'all have learned something interesting today. Thank you for watching, and good luck with everything.